Please welcome to the stage, Sriram Dodla. Sriram.
Thank you, Justin. Hello, everyone. It's great to be here. I never imagined 20 years ago when I graduated from high school on this very stage that I'd be back here to tell you about Samsung's vision for the future of mobile interaction. How many dozens of apps are on your phone right now? How many interfaces do you deal with every single day? Our lives get more richer and more connected. But our phones are getting more cluttered and complicated. We end up adapting to our phones when our phones should be adapting to us. It doesn't have to be that way. Technology should make your life easier, and intelligence is a key part of that. See, we actually have a different view of intelligence than most other companies. We see it as a deep, integrated experience. We see it as a tool, not just for finding things out, but for getting things done. And we see it as a vehicle for a new type of interface that learns, evolves, and adapts to you. I could not be more excited to share with you an innovation that will completely change the way you use your mobile phone. Everyone, meet Bixby. It's a new intelligent interface that reimagines the mobile user experience. When we use touch on our phones today, even the simplest tasks can take a lot of steps. And that's where voice technology comes in. It's supposed to make everyday interactions easier. But right now, voice is an isolated feature that doesn't really understand what's happening on the screen. Bixby understands context. It knows what's happening on your screen, which allows you to seamlessly move between voice and touch. Let me show you what I mean. Let's say my friend Cindy is meeting me for lunch and I have to tell her my location. All I have to do is open up Maps, press the convenient Bixby button on the side of the phone and say, capture this and send to Cindy. Bixby understands when I say capture this. That's context awareness. Now let's say I have multiple Cindys in my phone. Well, Bixby's smart enough to know when it needs more information. And it will let me choose which one I meet. Then I can finish up with touch by selecting the right person, typing in the message, and sending it off. The whole time I move seamlessly between voice and touch. Beyond voice, Bixby's intelligence is embedded deep into the camera. So much of the information we see every day is visual. We see images, signs, products we're curious about, but we have to translate that into something our phones can understand. With Bixby, we've built intelligence into the camera, so it understands what we're seeing. And thanks to our partners, you can search for images, learn about landmarks, shop online, and even translate languages. Now, whenever I come back to New York, I love looking for new restaurants to eat at. So this past weekend, I was roaming around some old neighborhoods, and I came across the Flatiron Building. I pulled out my camera, and Bixby recognized it. But it also gave me some great options for dining nearby. It was great. Let's take another example. Shopping, online shopping. If you see something you want to buy, just point the camera at it, and Bixby will find it from one of our partners. With voice and vision, Bixby helps you get things done in an easy, intuitive way. But Bixby also learns and adapts to your routine to anticipate what you need. When you swipe to the right on the home screen, Bixby takes you to a contextual, personalized page that shows you the information you use from the apps you'd use in one convenient place. You'll see a series of cards for native apps like email and gallery, and third-party apps like Facebook and Uber. And Bixby will organize these cards based on where you are and what time it is. In the morning, you might see news and weather. And at night, your alarm and step count. And the more you use it, the more it learns. So let's say I take Uber most days to work in the morning. Bixby will start placing the Uber card at the very top of the stack. You can also use Bixby to create reminders that show up at a certain time and place. For example, I've been trying to plan a vacation with my family to Thailand for a long time. And let's say I run across an article at work and I don't have a time to read it because I'm getting ready for Unpacked. I can have Bixby set up a reminder for me to read it when I get home. And the moment I walk through the door, the reminder pops up. Bixby will support native apps and third-party apps like Google Play Music. Just think, for example, you might be able to play any song from Google's catalog using just your voice, or access your music library with a swipe to the right, or even set a reminder for when a new album drops. That's Bixby. It's an intelligent interface that combines voice and touch, images and information, your location and habits to make your life easier.